What's up, gamers? Back for stream 2 of the day. What did I last leave off doing? Not entirely sure. But it was likely something. The plan now, I think, just stream for, I don't know, maybe 4 hours or so. Get some content done, and then I'll call it a day. But yes, this is the second half of today. So let us get stuck into it. Let's see. Let's get some of that noise going. Yes, sir. Oh, alrighty. Well, oh yeah, I was working on the little torch guy, the glow root. Let's do it. Bunch of content. Oh yeah, and then I'm gonna get back to the anvil. Actually, I should make it so that this doesn't do stuff. I wonder why this is getting affected by the night. Oh, I might know. Yep. That will be the reason. Okay. Problem solved. Alright. Content o'clock, baby. Let's fucking get it, dude. Yes. Alright, bro. Let's fucking go, dude. It's a menacing looking silhouette right there, man. I love it. That anvil's looking pretty sleek as well now. Not too shabby. I think... What am I doing? It's just called hoe. Okay. Perfect. All right. Yeah, so I was in the middle of adding in good old glimmer root, I believe. Or the glow root. Glow root. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do, real quick, RQ, torch. Set up torch. So it's got the glow root recipe, and then we also want to actually make it craftable. Give it a nice description. And then that's that. So that is chilling there, which looks cool. Very nice silhouette. Who's that Pokemon? Before I forget, let me update the Pinewood description. A resource used in crafting. I don't know. Was once a great tree. It's one of those things where it's like you don't really need to describe it. Just give it some flavor and call it a day, man. Yes, sirree. Okay, so yeah, I want to get them glow root fellas going. I have to reset the game, I think. I think I might have to. Fine. Fine. We'll reset. So we've got 5 and then 40 up there. Cool. Alright. So I got some glow root chilling here, but we can't pick it up. Interesting that that drops resource raw. Quite what I'm going for. I think I basically forgot to save my progress. That's all right. Let's go back to here. Make the drops actually good. Glow root. Payback time. Awesome. Discovered torch. Pinewood and 4 glue root. Very nice. I think it should be... First, let me give it a better name. Glow root torch. And we'll make the recipe a bit chiller, but we'll just have a single one of them craft instead of 4. Nice. Glow weed is going good, Ben. All right. What now? That was a nice side quest. I like that. Back to the anvil, I guess. Because why not? Let's go back to the resource 1 roll. I'm going to give it a tooltip. Smelt on campfire. Okay, so we should be at a decent level of progression here. I think, yep, so I want to move the, ideally by the end of the day, I would like to get the harvester back in. I think that could be cool. We'll see though. Craft in workbenches, anvil. We'll make it take... I had this idea of farming shard a while ago. I think it's really that useful nowadays. We'll just use a nice cheeky little gold coin. Maybe 50 of them. Also known as 10 carats. That's a bit steep. 10 carats. We'll do 5 carats. 5 carats worth. That'll be good. And then you want the resource 1 refined. 10 of them. That might also be a bit steep, but I'm not sure. Maybe 5. We'll see. See how that feels. See how that feels. Having this be a nice fire crackle effect would be nice as well. Crude hoe, watering can, and anvil. Very nice. We could also make the anvil cost gold if we wanted. Not sure how I actually feel about putting content behind the anvil, because now it looks like we just don't really have any content anymore. It would be cool, like in Terraria, if it was like a radius thing, like you gotta place it down and then you gotta be nearby the thing. Then that kind of defeats the whole purpose of this entire system that I just made today. With the craft queuing. I mean, it doesn't really, but it also does. So that makes me a little sad. But, yeah, I'm not sure. I am torn on that one. Quite torn. Yeah. Really have no idea how I would consolidate that. Because it would be nice to have it all in the same menu. I made the categories and everything, you know, like it would be great. Am I crazy? So I wonder if that could be consolidated somehow. Don't know. Don't know that it can. Like, I can do the radius thing, so we place down an anvil and then it unlocks the things that require the anvil crafting. Nearby, Terraria style, right? And then it could like, ooh, okay. This might be a little bit complicated, but we could get rid of this UI here, right? Just make it go through here. And then when it's something like this, it'll automatically queue up things. I don't know. Is that dumb? Maybe it's dumb. It would consolidate the two and make me happy. It would make me a little bit happy. It would. Yeah, I'm like rat holing on the design of the crafting system right now. I do this a lot. It's probably one of my favorite activities. We could actually, okay, so the problem I'm trying to solve here is displaying the content, right? So what I could do is I could pull a Factorio, still display everything, right? But if it's got a workbench, we simply say, instead of a button here, it says must be crafted in blah, blah, blah. Now it's the best of both worlds. Right? Right. I have this idea of like the idea of whole crafting. So these guys like fiber seeds. You're not going to craft more fiber seeds really. Really what you're trying to do is you're trying to make an offering to the whole to give you the crafting. So I wonder if I could like have a UI like this, whole crafting, and then you click on something, and then does a cool little animation of throwing it into the hole and then give you the thing out. It would be really nice. Again, that's just me kind of overthinking things. So what's the strat right now? Right this very second, I want to display absolutely everything in the crafting. That way we don't ever get the player bored and think that they ran out of content, because they'll always be able to see. Always will be able to see. Yeah, so if it's got a category, then it'll display here. Okay, cool. So that just means all I need to do is go around and harvester can be crafted in the anvil. And then the resource 1 categories. I'm gonna put this in, God, I don't even know, seeds maybe. Sure. Make this like a resources category, I think. But yeah, that's there. So instead of being able to craft this, we need to display, yo, bro, needs to be crafted in Campfire. Yeah. So craft button. Here we go. So I'll just branch this off. If the item data craft in workbenches is greater than 0. If it should craft in the workbench, then we will just say probably something along these lines of like a craft in and then whatever, right? I need like an item display widget. That's what I need. This is a selectable, but I need a display. That's what I need. Item widget. That actually works. This kind of annoys me mildly. Let me use the item icon. There we go. So now I want to do a tooltip on hover. So we got item data here, and I need to make sure This path is a bit overloaded. Just a tad. Item display icon with tooltip or something, I don't know. IDK, man. I think it really matters. So what I'm going to do, some kind of hover, check if we're hovering. Also, we are going to make sure it's locked. So if it's locked, curl override. That. Okay, so pretty sure I got a hover widget or something. Tooltip at mouse. So this probably needs to get put into a function, I would say. Oh yeah. So now it is very clear what's happening. Crafted in whatever this is. It kind of looks like the hole though. People might get confused, who knows. Maybe I could be a bit more lenient with the who's that Pokemon kind of vibe. Don't know. Should be fine. Oh, well, I guess the question mark would be fine. Oh well. Problem for another day. Maybe these should be out on like a new line as well. Because they're external. I don't know. Think about that later. For now, we'll just mix and match. Cool. Yeah, it's perfect. That is perfect. This will get unlocked straight away anyway. There you go. Well, that's locked now, so it's a bit wild. Let's see, with tooltip, item hover tooltip is locked. It's not a picked up entity. Huh. That's not correct. That is not correct. Is item discovered? If it is being picked up or unlocked. I believe. There we go. Much better. There we go. That's way too subtle earlier. There we go. Much better. Okay, a little bit of quality of life. Okay, what am I doing now? I was in the middle of something. Right. Trying to consolidate these two. I mean, I guess I just did, right? Like now it's clear, all right, this is crafted over here. And this is crafted over here, right? Like we still get the content, which is good. Me likey. Change this fucking stupid ass icon. Much better. Resources. There we go. Tools. I'm going to put the rock on a stick on that bad boy. Hell yeah. Look at that fine looking art. Let's go. Much better. Okay. Change this to be campfire. Should probably just like make my own unique icons for each of these, I guess. I don't know. But now this is fine. Okay. So yeah, I guess. Discover hint. Precious metal found. Be cool to refer to a thing and then like we're getting so over the top here. Forged in the fire of the camp. Forged in the great fire of the camp. Why isn't that discovery hint popping off? Or that's raw. We want the refined. Nice. I guess we could also just put the discovery hint here. Yeah. We're getting into diminishing returns territory, I believe. So it's time to kind of do a reset and then just back it up like Cardi B and think about what to do next. Let's see. What do I want to do here? I want to... well, I got this in here, and it's married, which is great. Let me just play the game, I guess. Our next tool set would be huge. That would be massive, dude. Dare I say tremendous. That would be tremendous, dude. Oh. I think I might actually want to put less fiber out this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We want 6 in the first chunk because it's like a massive one, but then we actually want to encourage the player to buy more, I think. So I'm going to say we only have 3 for each new one. And then if chunk pause, start chunk Then tell you what. Count, we'll say, is start chunk. Cross, if it's the start chunk, 6, else 3. Perfect. Perfecto. So then on the in the surrounding chunks will be a little bit more bottlenecked, which might be cool. One, two, three. Awesome. We can even put maybe the Stonebringer. I wonder if we could put the Stonebringer not in the start chunk. Am I crazy? Do we need stone for anything like straight off rip? We don't really. We can just not do that. Yeah, that'd be kind of huge. Because then it forces you to sell stuff and unlock the first chunk before unlocking this. I don't know. I might be thinking into this a little bit too hard, man. I think I might. I'm gonna stop solving imaginary problems in my brain. That'd be great. That'd be great, thanks. Discovered resource 1 refined. Okay, so that's kind of a problem because we didn't actually discover it. We only need to discover it when we place down the campfire. Maybe. That's a problem. How do we fucking fix this? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. We can technically discover it. And now it's just like, hey, craft it in the campfire, please, sir. Yeah, I like that. That's fine. It just means that like you don't need the workbench in order to discover the thing, which is probably fine because then it like gives you like it tells you what the thing is, and then it gives you a bit of motivation to even make the workbench to begin with. Maybe. No, it might be a bit rough if we're doing tools. Because then it'll just fucking spam like a million things. Fuck. Okay. How do I solve this? I could just prevent the unlock from happening until you place down the campfire. That I could. Let's see. This is the inventory crafting. Force valid for inventory crafting. guess I can say if the length is equal to 0, false, valid. And then that should fix. So, okay, I need to reset again. Yeah, let me actually move the Stonebringer root into the second chunk, I think, if I'm being real. Cool. So yeah, now it's not going to unlock until we actually place the campfire, I believe. We need way more rocks to do so. So it's back to farming. Hell yeah. Yeah, these are expensive. God damn. Why? Should not be that expensive. Should really just be 1 rock, 1 fiber, and maybe like 10 gold coins. But I like that we have a goal of making a campfire right now. It is interesting. I think I can make one. Let's go. So now, yeah, there we go. All right, that's sick. Now we can craft it. Yeah. All right. Well, that's like a good enough solution, I think. I don't need to complicate it. Best of both worlds. We still tease the content. Oh, yeah, this feels fucking good, dude. I like this. Me likey. So yeah, now like you're like, oh, okay, what's this? Oh, it's crafted in an anvil. Okay, cool. Let me craft an anvil. 10 refined. God damn. I can't even buy the refined veins right now. I don't think you ever should really be able to. Maybe at some point. I'm not sure though. We'll see. What do I need? Just more of the resources. Yeah, really bottlenecked on that, which is great. It would be cool if we put 2 in this next chunk. I think that would be nice. This is so meditative. I love it, man. Just whacking shit with a stick. It's where it's at. Okay, well, let's do the next set of tools then. That's gonna be pretty cool. It's going to be pretty epic, man. I'm still short on schmeckles. No. I should really buy more fiber seeds, maybe. I'd kind of like to be able to just spend the gold directly to buy more of this. That was such a bad investment, bro. That was a horrible investment. I was about to unlock the next chunk. I just bought fucking 5 of those. Alright, let's not do that. Maybe for like 3 gold. It's nice because I always have something to do. Like, there's enough in here where I'm just, at the very least, going around whacking things, man. I almost want to, like, have a carrot seed by this point. I think I do. I think on the 3rd chunk, I'm going to give the player a carrot seed. So I'll say if count, very ominously worded. Let me rename this to probably chunk count. Total chunks. So if total chunks is greater than or equal to, I actually don't know, greater than 2, then let me append a carrot bush. Yes. Alright, let's see if that works. Greater than 2. One, 2. Perfect. That's awesome. Yeah, so that'll give the player something to do even more at this stage, because then, you know, they've unlocked the thing, they're doing the smelting, and maybe they need to like harness the power of the carrot in order to get that first kind of unlock, that first big boof. You know what I'm saying? The first big boof, man. I might even make it cost 50. So it's going to be plenty of stuff to do. Plenty of things to do. I'm not even sure if I want to give the player any more carrot bushes. Like, we could just, yeah, do that, I guess. Because it's greater than 2, so they'll just keep coming from here on out. Should be fine. Should be pretty cool. So carrot bush here, carrot bush here. Yeah, it'll just keep going. Very nice. Okay, lovely. Lovely. I almost want to give the player more to start off with in this little biome. Set at 6. Why not 10? Why not, man? Why not? I'm generous like that, alright? Alright, this is feeling good. We got carrots in here now, so that gives you kind of a reason to go straight for the hoe as well. I might want to limit the Stonebringers a bit more. Maybe 2 per chunk instead of 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, should be out. Should be out, man. Campfire. Ooh, good man. Wake up. Nice. That feels great. I like that. All right, sweet. That feels good. Now let me do the tool set. I've been putting this off for a long time. I've been saying that I was going to do it soon, but I never did it. Now let's do it, man. So I'm going to do the first round of like proper refined tools. And what I want is an axe and a sickle. And maybe that's kind of it for now. We'll see. We'll see. Axe and sickle. I think that's all I really need. In fact, I already have a sickle somewhere. Let me get this desk raising up, man. Yeah, here we go. That's not a bad looking sickle. I could pull that in. Alright, huge. Tremendous. Bro, tomatoes would be sick, man. I fuck with that. Scythe. I called it a scythe. Interesting. Well, Mr. Scythe, you're coming with me. Delete this dumbass hoe as well. Get out of here. Alright. Scythe. Scythe or sickle? What do we think? Long handle, big schnath. Dude, I love the big schnath. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Alright, yeah, scythe. Scythe is where it's at. Big fucking schnath, bro. Give me some of that. Oh, yeah. Dude, look at that fucking snath. Yeah. Just get it in the game, and then I'll figure the rest out. Okay. What is it? 3:30. Probably go for another hour and a half. And then hop off and catch some Z's. Alright, so we're going to craft this in the anvil. So this guy should be showing up now. Yeah, look at that. Huge. Crafted in anvil. Awesome. So that should crude hoe, watering can, anvil. Awesome. Yeah. So then I guess we gotta save up for the anvil right now. I wonder if we want to lock the fact that we can pick these up behind a shovel. Not sure. Yeah, I really need to like farm in order to do this. Resource refined, pine wood. Yeah. Alright. Need to give me some pine wood, man. Chop chop. Yeah, this is starting to turn into like a real proper fucking crafting game. I don't know what the difference is now. I think it's just things are more scarce and well balanced now. And there's just more content. So it means that there's more things to do and more things to spend your stuff on, which means you have less resources overall, which means you spend a lot of time just kind of gathering shit. And that's like the core of the game, right? Like, there's nothing more motivating to me when playing any kind of like survival craft, sandbox, whatever, than like having a goal of like collecting X amount of resource, you know? Like that in itself is just really interesting for some reason. You just give yourself goals to work towards. I feel like that's the whole name of the game. You stop playing as soon as you run out of goals. Which I understood, and I was saying this exact thing maybe like a year or two ago, but now I properly understand it, I feel like. Now I feel like I've made it a thing. And it's good seeing it working. I thoroughly enjoy it. Oh, let's plant some of them motherfucking carrots, bro. Yeah. Need more of that. Motherfucker. Back to the mines. Come on. I only got 2 of these guys right now. There we go. I'll get that watering can. I could just place it next to the water, actually. That would work. Let me do that. All right. Yummy. Still short. 3 short. God damn it. Come on. Alright, so with this next one, I feel like I'd really like to unlock like way more of these. Like just like a fat chunk of them. That would be kind of huge, I think. Should I just say on the 3rd chunk we have a lot? Or maybe greater than 3? We just kind of maybe triple it a bit? I don't know. I don't know, man. It's a delicate balancing act. So, the extra stuff here, resource 1 plant, the count is equal to 1. I'm going to say total chunks is greater than 3. Count maybe equal to, or 3 even, or 4. Maybe 3, else 1. That way we just get, you know, just a little taste. Just a little bit more, man. Yeah, like, yeah, fuck yeah. That's good, bro. More of the yum-yums. And that's fine. Like, there doesn't have to be something new in every chunk. Just the fact that we kind of got that, I think is pretty huge. It would be really great to have more wood. Nice. All right. Yeah, so I guess I'm trying to buy an anvil right now. I am almost there. Gotta make sure I'm constantly harvesting these guys. Oh, we got a carrot, bro. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Hit me with that shit. Dude, this game's fun. If I do say so myself, this shit works. More of these guys. I think just one more and then I'm done. Then I can get the anvil. That scythe would be cool. Scythe and big axe. Then we can chop down trees way quicker. That'd be awesome. Oh shit. Let's go. Anvil time. Yeah, placing it right next to the campfire is kind of fucked. I need prioritization. Did I fuck up the code for that? Lost depth. Length of depth means how much we're colliding into it. All right, that's a fucked metric. Yeah, you know, that's not good. Should just be center point. Yeah. Let me rejig that. So I have a shape. I guess I could just do get center. So depth is now gone. We'll say distance. Just dist. Sure. So center. Distance between the center point and the player pause. Okay, if the new distance is less than the last dist equal new dist. That should fix that. There we go, much better. Huge. Tremendous. That is massive. Things are feeling cozy, bro. Yeah. Let's see. What now? Now I'd love to farm my carrots. I'm a simple man, but a humble carrot farmer. 10 gold coins for some carrots. Yeah, I'll take that, bro. I'll take you up on that. Oh, okay, so the anvil hasn't actually unlocked this for some reason. Oh, this is using the campfire. Strange. Strange. Oh, well, that explains that. Moment of truth. Whoa. Yeah. Fuck, that's good. Look at all that new juicy content. Conveyors coming soon. Coming soon, bro. Alright. Scythe. Yeah, fuck yeah. Harvester. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is epic. All this content is actually old though, so I kind of have to eat it. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. I wonder if I could actually bring in the sword and like bring in maybe slimes or something. I wonder. I wonder if I could just like literally spawn a slime and like this chunk here. Like that third chunk, you just spawn slimes in. And like that's how you intro combat. Cause like I have slimes in the game, like I may as well throw it in, right? But it would just be adding a lot in terms of design, so I maybe don't want to do that yet. Not quite sure, man. We'll see. Dude, I got so many fucking carrots right now. Tempted to sell these carrots. Tempted. But I know that if I buy more carrot seeds, that'll be a bigger W. I got 45, bro. Holy shit. Alright. We're investing. This is some carrot stonks right here, bro. We are highly leveraged on carrot stonks. This is huge. Dude, this game is fun. It's good that it's fun again. Very happy with that. These carrots, I feel like they grow a bit too quick. Maybe. Not sure. We'll see. That might be fine. Yeah, so I would like to make a scythe. Bunch of these guys. God damn, I need more wood. It would actually be kind of a 5-head move to plant a tree right next to each other. Right next to this guy. Except I can't dig up the acorn. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Let's see, what do I want? What do I want? I would like to get a scythe. Almost there. Harvester as well at some point. That'd be kind of huge. Oh. Nice. Alright. So, time to implement the scythe. Let's get him going. So I just need to find the rock on the stick and copy all of this. I'm gonna pull this out into a should attack really. What is this? Entity is tree or full grown plant. Now all I need to do is copy that motherfucker over. There we have it. Swing speed, make that nice and fast, maybe 0.4. Yep. Hitbox shape, circle, radius, bring out the radius. Damage, also crank that soldier boy. Let's see how that goes. Nice. Oh yeah. Now we're real farmers. This should be a different VFX though. Yeah. This should actually only hit plants. way better at harvesting. That's awesome. Very satisfying. Yeah. All right, let's get the axe going now. Look at this, ready? Oh, that's very satisfying. I like that. Yeah. I'll make some torches, actually. Nice, lovely little torches. Okay, what now? Axe. That's what I think. Nice little axe. To go shop shop on the trees. I'm also kind of rich. Alright, well I'm just gonna push that out real quick. Let's get that axe going. That kind of looks like an axe. So I have to differentiate them a little bit, I think. Why does this look so weird? Oh, there we go. I really need to make the tree a different color. That looks kind of like us, but I'll give it another crack later. get in the game. This needs a different hitbox, but it should be fine. That looks nice. Very nice. Okay. I really don't want to chop down the trees. So lazy. That should be enough. Or an auto harvester right next to the trees, that'd be huge. That'd be kind of massive. Bit of fiber at do. There we go. Nice fat axe. Same sound effects, but that is now way easier to chop trees with. I'll polish it off later and like make it actually look good. Okay. Now we have lots and lots of wood. We are entering the late game. So I wonder, like at this stage, what should we start doing? I guess probably harvester. That would be awesome. Like start trying to automate things. That'd be good. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, getting the harvester working would be pretty great, I think. And then we just need something like beyond this. So, more content, right? I wonder where should I put the harvester? Here seems nice. Needs fuel. Useless. Useless! Yeah, so it shouldn't need fuel right now. So I guess I'll just probably make the harvester good. Make the harvester good. Make the harvester great again. I'll say. What do we got? Another 50 minutes or so. I'll take it. How we doing, boys? Vibe check. Haven't read chat in a while. It's been years. What's been going on? What is poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. Gotta get them stretches in. All right.
Those divide by 2 could be replaced with times 0.5. Better performance.
That's a man who doesn't write gameplay code. Alright. Once upon a time, I was a man who would, instead of dividing by 2, times by 0.5. But at some point, something happened. Something happened and I snapped. And now I don't write performant code. I just write code. And I make game. In fact, I intentionally write sloppy, dirty code. Just to exercise the muscle of the slop. You know what I'm saying? It's like a, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is exactly. Oh, there's a little carrot seed there hiding. Don't mind if I do. I'm running out of space. I need to start watering shit. Give me that watering can, bro. Yeah, alright. I gotta get that harvester going. I'm kind of dreading that a little bit. Where in the flippity heckin' and fuck is all this shit happening? Oh, wow. This was the old update switch, eh? Crazy. How times have changed. How times have changed. What do we got? What do we got here, bucko? A whole bunch of harvesting stuff. So I think all I really want to do is just like on tick, we'll just kind of hit everything in the surrounding area. think that's all. If I'm being real. Whack off in surrounding area. I don't know if it should just be like a northeast southwest or like a 3x3. Probably a 3x3. So then it would be easier to make automation lines, maybe. Let's see. I feel like I want to give the player the ability to dig stuff up at this stage so that they can like move this, maybe. I don't know. That's probably a good idea. Like bring back the shovel so they can like directly dig up the ground. And we'll say that, so the difference between this guy, which we can interact with and destroy, and these guys, is these guys are actually in the ground. Maybe. So therefore you've got to dig up the source block with a shovel. And that'll give you the thing. I don't know. I don't know, man. Are shovels important right this very second? Not particularly. Yeah, well, let me just do the harvester logic. I think that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to call it a day. So I think I will just comment all this shit out. And what it's going to do, it'll directly just kind of like kill the thing and dump it on the ground. And then we're going to start work on automation, I think, a little bit. We'll have this guy, which is like the Suckatron 5000. And he's gonna do a little bit of sucking. Yeah. He and your mother have that in common. So, I think yeah, 3x3. On tick, hit them. Yeah. Let's do it. Radius 1. So now I need the tick. There's so many end timers in here. This makes me cry a little bit. Well, now there's another one. Could also just call it end time. Why not? When in Rome. So, pull this out here, this out here. And then this in here. So we need to make sure that the against tile can be harvested, I guess. How did I do this? Growth stage equal max growth stage. That works. Yeah. God, these fucking names are so bad. Entity from handle. No. Handle. Entity to handle. No. Yes. Entity from handle. God, I gotta fix this shit. entity from handle. Entity to handle. Wild. Just depends on the flavor of what I'm thinking. Handle to entity. Handle to entity, also known as entity from handle. And then entity handle from entity, also known as entity to handle. Okay. That'll never trip me up again. Okay, so if is valid against entity and against entity max growth stage is greater than 0 and max growth stage is equal to the growth stage. Fully grown, go ham. Damage entity against entity amount by maybe like 2? I actually don't know. It might take a while to chop trees, but I'll think about that later. But that honestly should be it. Look at that. Huge. There it is. It's not digging the stump though. It's not digging the stumpy wumpy. Oh no, I've disappeared. It's getting dark. Yeah, I should turn a light on. No, we're about to end stream anyway. Actually, we still have half an hour. Alright, fine. Put a light on. You guys happy? God damn, that's a fucking light. I want to be orange. There we go. All right. Hello. I see you. Yeah. Alright. This motherfucking stump needs to go, bro. He needs to die. I want him gone. Oh, I'm so excited for dinner, bro. Half an hour. I'm hungry as fuck, bro. It's gonna be so good. If I can kill this motherfucking stump, it's gonna be a good day. I wonder if I could just kill anything with a health bar. That might kind of suck, though. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's make the harvester kill the dirt underneath it, cause like fuck it, we ball. We kind of ball like that. You know what I could do? You guys want to see something crazy? Can harvester harvest? Plant. Or there we go, problem solved. Problem motherfucking solved, bro. Why does this want a pointer? Suck my dick. Ah, fuck you. Behave. Why is this out here? I got an is invalid. Note, this was copied from Terrafactor. Game. Lol. Just making sure the pointer isn't nil, so sure. And if it's 0, is valid. There you go. Happy now? Which things ought to dereferenced? Alright. Can harvest to harvest. There we go. If it's a fucking thing or if it's a stump, it'll do what it needs to do, bro. painfully slow. Actually, no. The fucking stump just has like way too much. Get up and go, dude. 50? Are you kidding me? No. I won't have it. Same with the pine tree. Should probably make it like 20. Five. Right. Well, that's now cool. That is now pretty epic. I think, what happens if I put him here? Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. All right, auto harvester done. That is tremendous. Can cross that bad boy off the list. Nice little early game automation. Let's do it. And now I want to go through and just fix up everything. Craft in workbenches. Just gonna get rid of all this shit. I think that's everything. All the old content. And I'll rework it piece by piece. There we go. All right. In theory, the game is playable. I can actually do an update. There's just no actual proper automation yet. Outside of the harvester auto harvesting. But in theory, that could be an update, and I should probably do it. Get a second harvester, bro. Let's go. Huge. What's the tooltip for this guy? There we go. All right, pushing that up. I am gonna need to start doing playtests again. So I think what I'll do this time around, instead of having a web build, which is cringe, I'm going to do everything via Steam. So I think right now, no, I don't think the playtest button is on. But I'll start doing it through the Steam playtest feature. I'll have to update this this page as well. And everyone who's already bought the early access can just get it straight through here. Should be good. Well, what do I want to do up next? Did lots of stuff. Glow. Brute thinger. Harvester. Anvil. Tools. Today was a fat day, dude. Let me disable the potatoes before I forget. Okay, cool. What was I in the middle of doing? Right, just trying to figure out what I did today. Oh, many things. Scythe. Workbench crafting. Wait, really? That was... Oh, right, yeah. This is the second stream. That was 9 hours ago. This has been a fat day. Jesus. It's been the fattest day in a long time. I didn't even have the workbench system fully finished by the time I started. Damn. Well, that's cool. Campfire workbench, yeah. Scythe. Workbench hint discovery in main crafting. Alright, so we did the anvil workbench, the harvester crafting, yeah. And I would say the next set of tools. And a scythe for easier harvesting, very nice. Yeah, all that's done. So now, tomorrow, I'm gonna wake up and have a completely fresh day of content. Figure out what to do next. It's gonna be huge. I think like the biggest ROI thing is probably going to be biomes. It'll give it the most like visual interest, I think. Might also do a complete overhaul of the color palette for the main biome as well. Make these trees look better. Just so it pops a little bit better. So the goal is to like, if you take a screenshot of the game, you'd be like, holy shit, that looks sick, bro. That's the goal. Which, I mean, it's almost there. Just needs a little bit better. A bit better colors. I think way more contrast between the trees and the foreground. And that'll probably do it. But yeah. Absolutely huge, tremendous, successful day of terrafactoring. Bringing back the shovel would be nice, so we can like move these around. That'd be pretty good. Maybe. We'll see. Look at the harvester going ham on this shit right now, dude. Yeah, probably adding the Suckatron 5000 and then conveyor belts. That'll probably be pretty big. Probably. I don't know how I'm going to do auto crafting again. Because I had the assembler earlier. So I guess I could just use the assembler. I don't know. I guess you could just like conveyor belt feed it onto the workbench and then it'll like autocraft whatever is currently selected. That'll work as well. Yeah. I just don't know how I'm gonna do it for everything else, like in here. I guess you don't really need to autocraft this stuff. I don't know. But I would need to think of a better way of doing that. We'll see. Anyway, that's gonna be me done for the day. I'm gonna hop off now. And I'll be back tomorrow. More content. More content, more game. I might spend some time getting the playtest done because I do need to get that workflow up and running so it's easy to update so that for all you who want to play it, can play it. Okie doke. Peace out, boys. Adios, amigos. Peace.